Hey everyone, this is Living Well with Thomas. For today's video, I am beyond excited to show you guys this game-changing food brand that I just discovered. They make fully cooked meats that are perfect for the on-the-go, go-getter, rock star lifestyle of office workers. And that brand, as you can see here, is Cesar. Now to start off, I want to give you the background story of how I found Cesar. So it was the middle of the week after one of my 14-hour work days, and I was thinking about what kind of easy recipe I could make for my dinner for myself on the weekend. And as an office worker, it is imperative that I rest up on the weekend, and that means as little physical and mental activity as possible. I need to be completely recharged for my next 70-hour work week. I'm not fulfilling my duties for leadership if I am not completely ready to go and attentive on Monday morning. So, figured, why not ask our all-powerful sacred AI for a recipe for my weekend dinner? So as I will repeat, as a common man, it is too dangerous for me to be thinking on my own. And during the work week, we have our leadership to think for us. But even then, leadership cannot think for all of our common work family members at the same time. They can only be at one office location, resort, exotic car dealership, or golf course at once. And unfortunately, they can't be everywhere to think for everyone. That is where the sacred, all-knowing AI comes in to help guide us when we do not have any direction from our leadership. So I had asked the AI to make me a no-cook dinner, as I can't use my stove since it uses up too much electricity and therefore money. So the AI informed me a chicken and steak wrap would be best for my Saturday dinner. And one of the ingredients was a Cesar filet mignon loaf. As you can see here, I have a Cesar filet mignon here with me. As you can see down in the center, that purple packaging, that Cesar filet mignon. And even though I had never heard of the Cesar brand before, I figured that they might have it at my local grocery store. But when I went shopping for the ingredients, I found everything except the Cesar. I even asked the store employee in the meat department, and he said that he had never heard of the Cesar filet mignon before. So at that point, I figured my store just does not carry the Cesar brand. So I figured when I got home, I would just ask the AI to what I could use as a substitute. But luckily, on my way home, I actually had to stop at my local Walmart to get a new plunger, and while I was walking through one of the main aisles, guess what I saw? A whole display of the Cesar cooked meats. So it turns out that the Walmart by me does carry Cesar cooked meats, but my grocery store doesn't. Like I said, the meat department grocery store employee, he never even heard of the Cesar brand before, just like I hadn't. So I find that interesting, as I would think the Cesar cooked meats would do even better in a grocery store, as almost everyone who goes to the grocery store is looking to buy food. But either way, I was thrilled to have found the missing ingredients to my AI chicken and steak wrap. And then as I was standing there in the main aisle in Walmart, looking at the whole Cesar display, I was just in awe. Realized right there that this brand is a game changer for anyone looking for a time-efficient and cost-effective meal. From breakfast all the way through dinner, they have different meats and meals. And then I thought about myself and my work family and all the other office workers who are commanded by their leadership to be time efficient and cost effective, not just at work, but in their whole lives. I realized that I have stumbled upon a food brand that gets it. They must understand that office workers, and I'm sure other workers as well, we can't be throwing around extravagant money and having large salaries and harming our leadership's profits in that way. We also can't be stealing our leadership's profit and time by preparing extravagant meals on lunch break, or even in our personal time either, where we are ordered to be resting our body and minds for our next work day. So that is where one of my favorite new brands, Cesar, comes in. And I don't say favorite brands lightly, as McDonald's and Burger King, they're my other two favorites, and that's what I typically get DoorDash to my office for lunch, and everyone knows how great they are. But this Cesar is incredibly cost effective and time efficient, as everything is fully cooked and ready to open up and eat. And for the cost, when I got these, they were only, I think 130 something each, but I got a deal for these, as these ones I have here, this supply Cesar you can see in my shot here, they were on sale for only 10 for 10. So that is 10 Caesars for $10. And the only one that is more money is see down here, I'll point down to it, right there, the Cesar Simply Crafted. I might have knocked our guy a little bit. Move him. There we go. So the Cesar Simply Crafted, I splurged on for $1.99, and that is an even healthier Cesar option. So I just wanted to show you guys that they offer even more premium cooked meats as well. But the rest of these were just got for $1 each. Normally like 130 something, but 10 for 10, that's special at Walmart. So you can't go wrong with 10 Caesars for $10. And another thing I will say that I love about the Cesar brand is that they have a character mascot, and that is this little white dog here, our Cesar friend. I think that's great, as I can't recall any other cooked meat brands that have a mascot like that. Reminds me of cereal brands have mascots like the Cookie Crisp dog, Trix Rabbit, or the Sugar Bear from Golden Crisp. It's nice to have a fun character on the packaging to look at. Like a cereal box, sometimes when I eat my Cesar, I keep the packaging by me to look at while I eat it, and just open it up and put it on a plate or a bowl, or heat it up, or just eat at room temperature, and just keep that tray by me and look at that packaging, look at that appetizing art on there, and our dog friend, and looks like he's appetized by that Cesar too. And now, I've never seen a Cesar commercial before, but I can just imagine our dog friend here going crazy over his owner Cesar meats, and kind of like how the Cocoa Puffs bird does, or maybe like the Trix Rabbit. And I can imagine the dog always trying to get his paws on his owner's Cesar. So let me know in the comments if any of you guys have ever seen a Cesar commercial on TV before, and what happened in it. Because like I said, I've never seen one before, and would like to know if they have the dog going crazy trying to steal his owner Cesar, or just going crazy for that Cesar in general. And finally, for the taste of Cesar. Now I will say that when you take your first bite of any Cesar, you will notice that it has a different taste than a typical fresh meat. Fresh meat like what you would buy in the meat department at a grocery store. And so since this is a packaged, fully cooked meat, there is a different flavor to it. But I will say that they are loaded with flavor, and you can immediately smell that aroma of your meal when you pull open the lid. And they have all different kinds of meats, and some loaves that have multiple ingredients and meats in them, like a whole dish, or even some soup. So for an office breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Cesar has you covered with a variety of different dishes. So since I have all these different varieties here, I'm not gonna show you each one that I have on hand, and so you can just see just some, because this is, I only have some. of the plethora of good meals that Cesar offers. So let's try to think, which one do we want to start off? Let's start off with the breakfast ones first. So yeah, there we go. Starting it off, your breakfast or your office breakfast, grilled steak and eggs. That steak and eggs breakfast. Only $1.30 something at Walmart, or on sale for $1. You get a delicious and nutritious grilled steak and eggs Caesar loaf. All right, put that to the side. Next up, another breakfast. This is the, I'm trying to get this without the glare in the camera. The Caesar loaf two-topper in sauce, ham and egg flavor with potato and cheese. So you got the ham and potatoes and cheese. Ham and eggs, potatoes and cheese. That's a lot in there. I couldn't even read all of it at once. It's just so much that you're getting in this Caesar. Another breakfast meal. That's a whole meal. Now I'll go in this next one. Look at this. We got a soup here. This could be a lunch or dinner. Slow cooked chicken, vegetables dinner, and sauce. As you can see, it looks like a soup here. I never had this one yet, and definitely very excited to try this one. Maybe heat it up on a cold day, and it's getting to be a summer now, but even if you're just a soup or a stew fan in general, heat this one up and get a Caesar soup just for $1 or $1 and change. Next, we'll go to our Simply Crafted chicken, the more premium Caesar line. I'm trying to read this here, guys. Sorry. It says one key ingredient. That's just chicken. So this is like a more healthy option. It doesn't have all the flavors and spices and all different ingredients, but just if you just want to have some, bring it back to the basics, Caesar has you covered. Of course, we got our filet mignon flavor there. As we open it up, the loaf here, and that nice filet mignon. See that nice cut on there? Appetizing. I'm trying to contain myself right now. I already want to take a bite, but I'm going to finish up this video first, and I will eat my filet mignon. But sorry, guys, I accidentally dropped our rotisserie chicken one when I was picking it up. It got caught on the plate and dropped and knocked this other beef one over here over, and it was a little bit of a mess. So cleaned it up, so now we're back to it. And this is the rotisserie chicken. Now, not just a big cut, like you got the whole big filet mignon steak here. This is cut up already, so fillets in gravy. So you got that gravy already with the chicken, so great lunch or dinner, and specifically great for office workers. You don't even have to do any work to cut it up. It's already pre-cut for you, so you just eat it and go about your day while you're doing your work. And no sharp utensils like at my office. We're not allowed, forks or knives because of danger reasons. So, I mean, you don't need really a fork for any of these Caesars. I just have a fork here because I'm at home. But the thing is, you could eat all these with a spoon. That's how tender they are. But these, you don't even have to cut it up, as this is already pre-cut for you. Now go on to the classic beef, and this one is great. You can have it like as a cheeseburger or a hamburger. Specifically, I've had this one at home, and as a cheeseburger multiple times. You take it out, put it on a bun, and add a lot of extra salt. I like a lot of extra salt on my burger, and add about 3 slices of cheese, and you got a Caesar cheeseburger. Or anything. You could use this for anything. You could use this for tacos or anything that you normally put some classic beef in. Over to the side. Then we got, round out for lunch or dinner. This is maybe more like a dinner. We got the Angus beef. Get this more in the camera here. Sorry guys, struggling with the glare. Angus beef flavor with bacon, and cheese. I almost thought I said 2 cheese. It is just 1 cheese, but you got that beef, bacon, and cheese, kind of like a bacon cheeseburger. Burger King. Burger King's one of my favorites. That's what this one tastes like. So you could put this on a burger, or you could just have it on its own. To the side. Then we got the excuse me, guys. The porter. Got that spring allergies. Sorry, struggling with those spring allergies with the froggy voice, but I'm gonna tell you guys about this porterhouse steak flavor. This porterhouse steak is, I'd say it's a little bit of a different flavor than the filet mignon, but it's another great steak and just a great dinner option. Another great dinner option from Cesar. This one of my personal favorites is the grilled chicken. You can really taste that grilled flavor on there. Cesar did a great job of grilling that chicken before they packed it up in these trays. And personally, I like to have this one barbecue sauce, whether that's a barbecue chicken sandwich or just having plain barbecue chicken. Gotta have that barbecue sauce with this Cesar, or you could just eat it on its own, as it has, like I said, that really good grilled flavor that is just good on its own. But the barbecue sauce, if you have barbecue sauce with this, takes it to a whole nother level. That's one of my personal favorites. And finally, probably the most festive Cesar, and that is the turkey Cesar. So you want to have a Thanksgiving dinner any time, any day of the week, any time of the year, you could have this turkey Cesar. But the one thing I'm just thinking about right now, and I thought of this before, and I don't think I've ever seen it in Walmart yet. Maybe I have to check if there's any other stores by me that have Cesar, but I like to see, because they do have potatoes in one of the other Cesars I just showed. So just wondering if there is potatoes, like just a plain potato Cesar tray that will go with the turkey Cesar, so you could have a Cesar, full Cesar Thanksgiving spread. This one, it's the turkey in gravy, so you got that, and then you got if you had the mashed potatoes too, you'd have a full Thanksgiving Cesar, or maybe Cesar stuffing. I mean, Cesar makes so many good meals that I wouldn't even be surprised if they had stuffing too. So put this over to the side, and there it is. So all our different Cesar flavors. And that's not just want to repeat. That is not all the flavors that they offer. These are just the ones that I have on hand. I got my 10 for 10 deal the other day, and just wanted to show you guys what I added to my stock the other day, 10 for 10. But they do have more flavors, and in addition to those 10, I got the Simply Crafted. I think there may be other Simply Crafted, so you have to check it out for yourself at your local store if they carry Cesar or not. But as you can see, just from this 10 here, there is a wide range of options, so you're never going to get bored at your office figuring out what you're going to eat with Cesar. There you have it, guys. One of my new favorite brands, Cesar, and their cooked meats and meals. They are an absolute game changer for obedient office workers who always obey the commands of their company and practice cost and time efficiency, not just at work, but in their personal recharging time as well. Really hope you guys are as excited about this brand as I am. I look forward to see what new meats and meals Cesar will come up with next. And as always, if you are interested in learning about more ways to improve your life or any general life tips, be sure to check out my other videos and stay tuned for the next one. So for now, this has been Living Well with Thomas, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.